Um, Hi everyone, it's Adam Art here. It's been a while since I've done a video. So it's fall break where I'm at my college. Uh, I'm wearing civilian clothes right now, just in case you're wondering. Oh, you have a tan shirt and a green fleece on. What are you doing? Just in case you're one of those stolen valor idiots. My cut card, obviously that's me. So don't comment on the video. Oh, stolen valor. He's wearing a tan shirt and green fleece. Fuck you. I'm in the military. So, feminists they get all riled up about the patriarchy. So I guess I'll give my perspective on patriarchy. So I I think modern feminists today are mad about patriarchy because they think it's a system run mainly by men. So, how do you define a patriarchy in a country where there's freedom of culture and freedom of expression? We have male and female politicians. We have a female presidential candidate. We have, well, as it usually has been, we have a male president, but, you know, we're in a country where there's an opportunity where we can have either, a male president or a madam president. I'm not against having a madam president, actually. So is it really a system run by males? I mean, this country, we have enough gender equality for where males and females can go to college, they can hold government jobs, they can be in the military. So where's the patriarchy? So I don't really think it's a system run mainly by males. I think it's a system that wants to enforce traditional types of culture in a country with freedom of culture. And that's where you have, conservative and liberal ideology or subcultures. And when you have mainly conservatives and mainly liberals, then you have gender roles. That's how I perceive what the patriarchy is. It's not solely a system that's run mainly by men. It's a system that wants to influence free culture with traditional culture and assign gender roles. And that's why we stereotype gender, or why we stereotype race, or why there's racial profiling, or where there's anti-male views in modern feminism. I know feminists will disagree with that because modern feminists will say that's not how feminism is defined. You're right, but you're deviating. You're being anti-male in some attitudes and behaviors. You're all riled up about this patriarchy idea because, oh, it's a system mainly run by men. I'm going to protest it. But is it really a system run by men? Maybe it's just some traditional system that wants to influence traditionalism and culture because maybe they see people as dumb sheep following mainstream cultures or being hedonistic. So they want to, somehow directly or indirectly influence you with traditional values, traditionalist values, whatever, and assign you gender roles. But how far do gender roles go in a traditional sense? Look at India. You have anti-dowry system, and then you have gender inequalities in marriage, and marriage is dropping at a significant rate. Japan, the husband gives his wife his paycheck and she runs the finances. And at the same time, she's a housekeeper and a housewife, and she raises the children. And the husband doesn't want to do chores because he has to work 40 to 60 hours a week just to give his paycheck to his wife, so she runs household finances. So there's more gender inequality. So yeah, you can say fuck the patriarchy, but on a basis where patriarchy is androcentric, then you really haven't thought about it. You're just protesting for gender catharsis instead of finding traditionalism that both conservatives and liberals spread. Let me give an example. Let's say there's a male hairdresser in America. A conservative might say, he's gay, he's a tomgirl, he's feminine, he should be doing a man's job. He should not be doing that job. A liberal will say, oh, he's genderqueer, or he's trans, and, independent, a libertarian, maybe an anarchist. They would say, maybe he's perceptive, maybe he's creative. So that's the patriarchy for you. Influencing traditional gender roles and applying gender context to where it's relevant. So when you have a patriarchal system that's influencing, traditional gender roles or stereotypes, projections, or expectations, then people are going to apply unnecessary gender relevance. This is why when men defend themselves against, women who physically assault them, the men are more likely to get arrested, as I've seen from videos. That's not very equal. If he should run from a female that's physically assaulting him, people might call him a coward. That's the work of the patriarchy. If he allows himself to get beaten up, he has no spine. That's the work of the patriarchy. If he hits her back, he's scum. That's the work of the patriarchy. If he calls for help, he's weak. That's the work of the patriarchy. So, don't look at the patriarchy as some androcentric system run by males. Look at it as a system that's perpetuating traditionalism that makes people apply unnecessary gender or racial relevance to where it's not even necessary. I mean, what if that hairdresser was heterosexual? Black, white, Hispanic, his race isn't relevant. Maybe he's creative. Maybe he's perceptive. Maybe he likes what he does. Maybe he considers himself an artist. Yet traditionalist cultures like conservatives or liberals apply gender relevance. I guess that's the patriarchy. So feminists have the wrong idea when they're protesting the patriarchy. And that's how the patriarchy won against the feminists. By convincing feminists to apply unnecessary gender relevance to the patriarchy, therefore protesting it. And that is the greatest troll ever. And that's my short update. Thanks for watching. As you can see, I'm very tired. That's why I have all the vocal mistakes as well. That's a tired voice. But yeah, ciao.